development, and I basically manage the mentoring initiative for 500 Men Making a Difference. So under that particular initiative, we have a lot of different projects that are happening within that. So to kind of give a brief overview as to what we have going on is that as an organization, one of the things we want to do is to attract people that have passions and aspirations. So within that, we have individuals that want to work with youth, that have different types of programs, and want to have some support on pushing those programs because they feel that it's important. So part of my role is to help them package it, help them find those resources and get those connections within the different schools or different organizations, etc. Together and bridge those gaps between their individual programs and the different resources that can use them. So we have individuals that focus on learning through nature. You know, they have great experience in dealing with aquatics. They have experience dealing with nature itself in terms of plants and different ways on just how the ecosystem moves. So since I'm not an expert on that, you know, basically what we do is we have those different partnerships and relationships to where this is what I want to do, how do we make that happen, and as a group, we support each other on pushing those different agendas through.
The real crux of the organization is to bring together positive men and have them work collectively on various community service type projects. 500 Men is really special because me personally, I know a lot of positive men that do a lot of work in the community. But the problem that I found, and I'm guilty of it as well, we like to do a lot of things by ourselves with our little. My name is Wayne Devenish. I'm chairman of 500 Men Making a Difference, and started 500 Men Making a Difference back in 2010. Basically, I was doing a project trying to get a community center built in Bedford-Stuyvesant, and hired Stephanie Mills, did a really nice concert, and I ended up not accomplishing what I wanted to, just paying Stephanie Mills and almost burning myself out and going into debt and almost losing my job. And something came to me that I know tons of men that do positive things in the community, and all we really do is just say what's up to one another and keep it moving. And that really gave me the inspiration to pull in positive men to work collectively on different community projects so that we can get more accomplished. And that was really the impetus for forming 500 Men Making a Difference. I shot out an email and a whole bunch of brothers showed up. We had a meeting actually in a warehouse space where we wanted to actually build this community center. And it just kept ballooning from there. You know, a lot of strong men just came on board, like Darryl Person, like Syriac St. Ville, like Fernando Lawrence, just dozens and dozens of positive men that I just knew were always out there, but we just didn't have a venue to kind of collectively work our talents and then take the community and ourselves to another level. So 500 Men has kind of really filled that niche for a lot of folks, and then we just hope to keep growing and growing and growing to have, you know, an enormous database of positive men that at any given instance can come together and make real.
What you know, I'm rolling. It's over here. All right, and just keep your eyes on the camera, all right? All right, when you ready, man. All right, name?
Matthew Mitchell, and I'm from Colorado.
Okay, I am Sophia Jerome Ward. I am a lady of 500 Men Making a Difference. I'm the founder of the Global Advancement Association for Blacks. I'm a humanitarian. I'm an honest and true person, and this is what I do here with my brothers and sisters in my community.
Say we're like the A-team of community service. When there's a need for us, we try and show up and do the best we can to plug that hole or act as a, you know, like a hand extended to the community, let them know that somebody actually cares about what's going on. And it was strange because we just wanted to do something good, and then the responsibility comes with it. Like, all right, you guys are doing something good. What are you about? So we had to let people know what our mission was. And then, all right, that's your mission. Where are you going with it? So we had to create our vision. And now just sitting down amongst each other and kind of getting our minds clear on what we want to do and actually getting a goal, I needed to now be able to verbalize it and tell people this is where we're heading, this is what we're looking to do. And I take very, very seriously my responsibility as a spokesperson of 500 Men to make sure we say, hey, this is what these brothers are doing and this is what we're about.
I joined the program because I knew that we're being poisoned with all of these fast foods and we don't know what's in the food, so we're just eating it. And I realized that we need to make a change in the community and start planting how they used to do for organic food.
And some of those leadership programs, it all ties together. You know, we have the Black Men's Brunch, which is another big area that we're looking to bring youth into. And how this started was bringing influential men of color into a room to discuss what some of the concerns are in the community and to work together to build those partnerships to overcome it. So this way we're not sitting around complaining about it, but we're actually putting those action plans together that we can actually mobilize and start to overcome those obstacles that are placed in front of us. So as that program developed over time, you know, we recognized that, wow, this would be great to bring young people in to help them or assist them with mentoring for one piece, and also exposing them to what else is out there. You know, they may only be accustomed to seeing those people on the corner that are doing illegal activity and not really seeing the homemaker that's going out to work every day, coming home, handling business, and has a professional career. So what we're looking to do is to bring them together so now we can start part of that exploration process. You know, this is how men work. This is how we move within our communities. This is what we're about. And really just change that whole idea or that concept of we're not about anything, you know, but we want to give them firsthand experience on that. So those brunches, you know, we honor somebody in the community that's really been an integral part of building, you know, their surroundings, and we highlight them. You know, we highlight different individuals who have different professions, aspirations, etc., and just have a moment to just break bread as men in the community doing positive things. So the Black Men's Brunch has been a huge staple. It was pretty much envisioned by our Brooklyn Borough President, Eric Adams, and he had tasked us with the opportunity of creating such an event, in which, you know, one of our key members, our executive board members, took on, and I mean, he has really blown it out the water. And I mean, it's been great. People look forward to it every single time, and the numbers just keep growing and growing. It's been a great experience.
I'm Pierre Anthony, also known as Pierre Ward. I'm a 500 Men brother, and I would love to see the organization grow and expand, not just locally, but globally. You know, I just feel like the work that they're doing in the community is awesome, it's amazing, and you know, it could affect so much more lives than they're doing right now. And I'm grateful for the lives that they are affecting. And I got involved with the organization through my wife, who is also a member. She was a member before me, and her excitement got me involved in it, and that's why I'm a member right now.
Our first Black Men's Brunch was done at Crystal Manor, where I met Kevin Johnson. He's the chairman of Mokata. I also went to school with a fellow alumni, Lori Cumbo, a New York City Council member that's very supportive of our organization, and many, many others. Jumani Williams was a year or two after me. A lot of brothers that we went to school with. The current New York City Commissioner of Small Business Services, Greg Bishop, is also a fellow alumni. A lot of good friends I made in Brooklyn Tech, and they continue on now and help, and is a very big benefit to 500 Men Making a Difference.
And we're about to embark on our 6th year anniversary. So this is extraordinarily big for us. We're really, as an organization, getting our legs. We're really being seen throughout the community as a vital source for not only manpower, but also for mentorship, also for producing positive results whenever we're involved with whatever situation there is. we're just really being seen as a worthwhile organization that's institutional within the community. Very much so in Brooklyn, and we're looking to spread out throughout the 5 boroughs. We already have tentacles in the Bronx, where we started our first secondary chapter, and we're looking to possibly do it in Long Island as well. 6 years kind of marks a level of maturity that we definitely haven't seen in the previous years, where our foundation of leadership is actually growing. Our retention rate of members is getting better. And also, even for the members that we kind of lost track of, when we connect with them, they're very enthused about, one, celebrating our 6 years and getting on board with making it as big as possible. June 16th at the podium is where we're going to be celebrating, and we've rented out a nightclub to do it. It holds about 500 people, and we want to have 1,000 people in there to celebrate with us, to celebrate all of the trials, the tribulations, the triumphs, just getting things done, and looking forward to a bright future where we can not only be the premier men's organization in the New York City area, but in the distant future, we hope to be a national organization that really takes hold and brings male volunteerism to the highest level.
This is DJ Don. We're here at the 500 Men in Partnerships Mixer right here at the Bedford Hall, Bedford-Stuyvesant, New York. We have a lot of dignitaries and a lot of guest hosts and speakers here this evening. Stay tuned. I'm here with Syriac, who is the second vice president, also the public relations person for 500 Men Making a Difference. Mr. Syriac, how are you doing this evening?
I'm excellent, thank you. I'm very happy to be here. I'm glad to be able to be in the company of fine gentlemen like yourself and James Frazier, and we're just excited to be here, man.
We're also celebrating James Frazier's birthday this evening. He turned about 21 for his 17th time.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You know, it's excellent when the Fountain of Youth follows you around.
The Fountain of Youth.
Yeah. It's a good thing. It's hidden away. It's saved for certain special people like James. So I'm hoping one day to get the key or, the pathway to it like the Wizard of Oz, but we'll figure it out.
I hope I can get the same thing. So, Mr. Syriac, give the public a little bit of information about the 500 Men in Business and exactly what you guys do.
500 Men Making a Difference is a nonprofit, community-based organization. And our main emphasis is to get today's man involved in community service and civically engaged. We found that a lot of men are actually looking to get involved in the community and have an impact and be able to say that they're giving back to their community and being of benefit to their city. But sometimes it's an overwhelming and a daunting task. So they're like, where do I start? How am I able to balance this with my regular life of, trying to maintain a family and being able to keep up with the fast pace of New York City? What we do is we provide a conduit, something that you can kind of get in and get out of, and you're able to give, whether it's a 1 hour a year or 500 hours a year. We make sure that we make it available for you. We make it easy for you to give back. We make it easy for you to have impact and easy for you to say that you're proud to be one of the people that are making New York cities better and you're part of the solution.
who's a part of the 500 Men in Partnership. Mr. Wayne, how you doing tonight?
Feeling pretty good, thank you.
Mr. Wayne is going to introduce some of New York's finest that's here participating in the 500 Men in Partnership.
Yes, thank you so much. We have Officer Edwards and Officer Ramirez. They just graduated from the academy, and they're here joining us on this new initiative where the police department is reaching out and meeting community folks, saying hello, seeing how we're doing, and creating that rapport, and we're so proud to have them here.
Mr. Edwards and Mr. Ramirez, congratulations to the two brothers who just graduated from the police academy. Co-founder. His name is Daryl. What's up, Daryl?
How you doing?
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic.
I like this jacket that you got on right here.
Kind of looks like yours, but not as fresh.
No, just as fresh. Mr. Daryl, give them a little bit of insight of what you do at 500 Men Making a Difference.
Okay. At 500 Men Making a Difference, one of the main goals that I like to aspire towards is career and leadership development. So we're usually working with our youth between the ages of 16 and 24, and we're helping them get their careers together, help get them aspiring toward whatever they want to do, and then we want to help coach them to get in front of those professionals, get in front of those industries, and really just creating that overall view of what they can be when they grow up.
I'm here with one of the supporters. Her name is Michelle, and as you can see, New York, beautiful, lovely, attractive, and gorgeous. Miss Michelle, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
And Miss Michelle, what are you doing out here tonight?
So I came out to support 500 Men. I actually have a company called Entrepreneur Exchange where I help individuals to start businesses, and I do entrepreneur workshops. So I figured it's a great place to network and a great place to meet individuals.
Hi, if you didn't know, my name is Joy Frazier. The great husband of mine's birthday today, so I am so glad to be here to celebrate also with this really awesome event, the 500 Men. They're doing so much good work in the community, so it's great. Thank you. And I want to introduce you to my lovely, sweet cousin here, Marcia. Please say something.
Good evening, all. I'm happy to be here to celebrate my family. It's a great event. You should have been here. Maybe you'll catch the next one. Just stay tuned.
The chairman of all chairmans. His name is Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne, how you doing this evening?
Feeling really good, Don. Thank you.
Mr. Wayne, can you explain to the people that's out there in the world, what's your job function at 500 Men Making a Difference?
Well, we're a volunteer men's organization, basically just bringing together positive men to work collectively on community projects such as renovating, mentoring, tutoring, you name it, we'll do it. Do it in Africa, do it in Haiti, do it in New Orleans. We were just there a week ago. You know, we're just trying to make things happen by having positive men working together.
The 500 Men Making a Difference at the Bedford Hall, Bedford-Stuyvesant, New York. And we did a great job this evening. And I have to introduce to you one of the reasons that we are here. His name is Mr. James Frazier. It's Mr. Daryl, Mr. Wayne, and Mr. Syriac, and the 500 Men Making a Difference. Mr. James Frazier, I want to say a big happy birthday shout out to you, sir. My brother from another mother. Without Mr. James Frazier, I wouldn't be here this evening hosting.
Secret sounds, baby.